Hi, this is Melisha with Love for Life Wellness. And I just wanted to just have a heart-to-heart talk with you, just like we were sitting in front of each other, and have a conversation about a wellness journey, a path to helping us to be our best selves. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, degenerative disc disease in my back. I couldn't walk. I was on a cane. I was just miserable. And I turned myself around by just changing my diet, changing my mindset, and wanting to get well and be well. So there's a young lady I know, and I've watched her for the past year, her transformation to wellness. And so I just asked her, what are you doing? And why did you start this journey? And she's told me that she just wanted to feel better. She wasn't feeling like herself anymore. She was tired. She had low energy. But one of the things that really started her on her path is that she was watching people around her that were sick and that they were not doing anything about their sickness. They weren't getting any exercise. They weren't eating right. They had chronic health issues, diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, but they were still eating bad things that were not going to bring about healing in their bodies. And she said that is what started her on her wellness journey. But then she said what really got her was her father and her family, her heredity of watching family members to get sick and die of issues around food and chronic illnesses. And she said her father, watching her father, he had Alzheimer's, but he also had diabetes. And that's what really prompted her to start her wellness journey. And so I just think about a lot of us it could be us, it could be some family members that we have watched their health to decline and possibly pass on because of the things that we are putting in our bodies or the things we are not putting in our bodies, not getting enough rest, not getting proper air, not getting proper nutrition, and continuing to put harmful things in our bodies that are not feeding us, nourishing us, that are only going to lead us to sickness. Then when we get sick, we go to the doctors. Doctors want to put us on medications, and one medication, they use a medication for this, and then they have to give us another medication to counteract that. And so it's a downward spiral that doesn't have to be. We don't have to be sick. We can be well. And so that is what I want to talk about, is how we can be well. And so she said that her legs hurt. She said it was nothing major. She just didn't feel good. Her legs hurt. She wasn't sleeping. She had a very high stressful job. And so she knew that these things were going to lead her down a path of sickness. And she was menopausal. And so she just wanted to feel better so that she could do the things that she needed to do. And she's also a minister, a preacher. And she said when she would get up to preach and teach, she couldn't hardly get her breath because her stomach would be so big and bloaty and tired after she preached or taught. And she's like, no, I don't want to feel that way after I preach or teach. I want to feel energized and energetic, when I get up to preach and teach the word of God. And so she took control of her health. That is what I like. And so some people can't do it by themselves, but she did have some help along the way. She didn't hire me as a coach, but she is working with somebody that is helping her. And that's what we need. Some of us need somebody to kind of go along beside us and help us, give us that hand, be our cheerleader, tell us we can do it, we can make it. And so what did she do? She said she cut out sodas. She said that was a big thing. She said she was a big soda drinker. She cut out soda. She said she ate less sweets. And she said that, and she still struggles with sweets. I still struggle with sweets. Sugar is the devil. Sugar is a demon. And the problem is sweets are very addictive, just like cigarettes, drug. It's a drug. And so she eats less sweets. She still craves them, but she doesn't eat as much as she used to. Any type of improvement is good. And so in your diet, your road to recovery may not be perfect, but long as you're moving forward and not going backwards, it's all good. She said she gave up for a little while, check all animal products. I'm not telling you to do that, but if that's something that you might want to do to cleanse your body, detoxify it, we're doing this detox. And so giving up meat products is a way to get your liver and all your vital organs, your blood, your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, get them all working better, get them all working so that they can regenerate you and renew you and help you to start feeling better. She said she was afraid. She was afraid of what if she didn't change, what it was going to do to her. And so think about yourself. What are we dealing with? What are you dealing with? And what are you afraid of? Are you afraid that you are going to continue to gain weight? Are you afraid that if you might get diabetes if you keep eating the wrong things? Are you afraid that stress might kill you if you're carrying stress because of your job or your kids or what financial issues? You got to get rid of stress. If you're not sleeping, that's a big issue too. And so little by little, she started to eliminate some things until she started feeling better. And so she added in good, whole, healthy foods. And she eats a lot of vegetables and low carbohydrates, and she eats organic and whole foods. But one of the things I really like that she said she has some help. She has a coach. She has a team of people that are helping her on her journey. And so I wanted to ask her, I'm watching her. I didn't know she had a coach. I knew she wasn't working with me, but she started this journey before I became a health and wellness coach. I wanted to know what makes her different than a lot of other people. And she said she wanted to be better. She didn't want to be sick like she saw a lot of people in her church, in her family, in her community that were sick, that were dying because of what they ate, because they weren't getting sleep, because they weren't getting exercise. And so I'm here to tell you that you can turn things around, and you can turn them around very quickly by just doing a few things. It doesn't take a lot, and sometimes we just need some help. And so that is what I do as a health and wellness coach. I come along beside you. I give you encouragement. I teach you some things. I teach you how to eat and teach you how to eat for the best optimal health. And that's what I do. And so that's what she did. And I'm just so proud of her when I see her, and she's healthy. She's looking good. She's looking sassy. She said her energy has increased. When she gets up to preach and teach, she can preach and teach and sweat her hair out. And so she can just go and go and go. And that's what I want for us. I just want us to have our energy, have our vitality, have just that will to keep pushing. Every day's not going to be perfect. That's okay. It doesn't have to be. As long as you're making some steps, drinking some water, getting some fruit, getting some fresh air, eating some vegetables, doing little things that can help. A little thing, a little bit here, a little bit there, adds up to big things here and big things there. So the goal is not perfection. The goal is continuous movement toward a goal. We got to set goals. We got to be intentional about what we want. And so I'm just here to encourage you. If this is you, you're watching people that you love or people that you know that are sick, that are not doing anything for their health, the time is now. This is 2019. This is February. We don't want to be December 2019 and be in the same place that we are today. Whatever your state is, we should be continually moving to get better. And so this is what I'm talking to us about. I'm talking to me because we want to get better. We want to make changes. And the thing is, you just got to start. You got to start somewhere. Just start. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to start Monday. And then Monday comes around. Oh, I'm going to start next week. Today. My motto is living your best life right now, today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Start today to make those gradual changes that are going to affect you for the rest of your life. And that are going to take you into old age so that you can feel healthy, vibrant, free, healthy, have a healthy, clear mind, and just be on your way to being your best. This is Melisha, Love for Life Wellness, wishing you good health, good life, good food, good love, good everything. Take care.